The only difference between a life of constant financial stress and a life worthy of prosperity lies in the small habits we have regarding money. If you project how much money you'll earn for the rest of your life and calculate how many years you'll work, you'll realize that many people earn over $1 million in their lifetimes. However, few truly become rich. The way you handle your money is what makes all the difference between being rich or poor. So, what are these changes that can lead you to a much more prosperous path and learn how to become rich? I'm going to reveal to you 8 habits that will make you rich, even with a low salary. Stick with me until the end, because the last habit is undoubtedly the best. And know that small changes will guide you to a successful future. Let's go. Good habits, especially those that require a lot of discipline, aren't so difficult for everyone. Therefore, there's no one specific path for everyone. For example, saving is a habit that depends on lifestyle, personality, and individual goals. So, the strategies that work for some may not work for others. In this case, you need to find, among your habits and your own personal finances, different strategies to adapt them, depending on your personality. But here, at the top of the mind, we want to share what these habits are that all the people who manage to build wealth, even starting from absolute zero and with a low salary, developed throughout their lives. Habit 1. Rethink your mindset. If, after paying your bills, your net income seems insufficient, it's necessary to learn to allocate a portion of that money to your financial goal. Robert Kiyosaki said, "Many people spend the money, pay their bills, and save what's left. But it should be just the opposite. You should save for financial goals first, pay your bills, and then consider spending the remaining money." A trap that many fall into is waiting for their finances to be more relaxed to save. The mistake is, the more you earn, the more you spend. Tony Robbins warns that you don't need to save too much. The important thing is to save. I'm not asking you to save too much, but maybe a small portion of your salaries. We can't underestimate the power of starting with little. Therefore, to build your wealth, you must change your mindset, meaning, before taking what's left of your salary to spend it, you'll have to make a more important commitment to save a fund for your most important financial goals. It could be to start your own business or invest to earn passive income. Habit 2. Visualize how far you want to go. Just like high-performance athletes, imagine yourself over and over again in your victory. That is, knowing what you want money to do for you will increase the likelihood of achieving your goals. Finance experts always suggest to those who are saving for the future to start with a plan and specific goals. This means knowing what you need to achieve your goal within a specific time frame. For example, one of your goals may be to save enough money for 6 months' worth of work for emergencies, or to save enough money for a major event, like buying a house. Every time we have a specific goal in mind, it will help us save better, whether it's for an emergency fund or financial freedom. The goal doesn't matter. Habit 3. Create your own mental tricks. And what if the decision not to buy that new cell phone were as easy as following a rule that says you can't spend more than 300 reais on a product or service that's not essential to your life? The good news is you can create some rules that work exclusively for you. In fact, doing so would be a great habit to implement in your life. These types of rules, tricks, and strategies that we implement for ourselves, like not spending more than 25 reais on a meal, 50 reais on a piece of clothing, or buying a new cell phone if it's really necessary, would greatly simplify all the decisions we make every day. According to some economists, Implementing these heuristic rules can help develop good economic habits. Habit 4. Live as if you were a secret millionaire. Not all millionaires live in a mansion or drive a Ferrari. The truth is that most live well below this standard. According to Thomas J. Stanley, the author of the book The Millionaire Next Door, millionaires don't waste their money. Quite the opposite, they save more than they spend. The book shows that most of the wealth comes from smart work and savings of many entrepreneurs. Habit 5. Know how much money comes in and goes out of your cash flow. If you're not sure how much you've deposited into your account monthly, you won't know how much money you need to allocate to reach your financial goal. You need to know your expenses to control them, because knowledge is the first step to lasting change. In fact, there are many people who have never used a record of income and expenses. It's totally shocking to know that many entrepreneurs don't even check their bank accounts, so the result of this is failure and loss of money. If you don't know how much money you spend on meals in restaurants and social outings, how do you plan to change? You have to become the financial manager of the money that comes in from your financial funds. Habit 6. Do your best to get out of all overdue debts. Certainly, everyone at some point in their life has had to take on debts. However, if you're one of those who have uncollectible debts, like credit card debts that you're paying high interest rates without measures, your number one priority should be to get out of them and then change this bad habit of acquiring bad debts. Well, right after paying off all your debts, I suggest you only have one credit card, and you should come to an agreement with yourself or with another person who is important to you, where you commit to using this credit card only in emergencies. Habit 7. Increase your income. There are 2 ways for your money to grow, which is to increase the money you save or spend less. And spending less is just part of the process, since you have to save and evaluate the appropriate time to invest that saved money. Therefore, earning more money doesn't mean your wealth will increase, as your lifestyle tends to level off with your new income. However, if you increase your income and decide to level off your savings, over time your wealth will accumulate even more. A good piece of advice is to diversify your sources of income by looking for a part-time job, perhaps doing something you're passionate about. Habit 8. Consider educating yourself constantly. Continuous learning is one of the greatest secrets of successful people. Every second of your life matters, not only your financial life, but your prosperity and everything you can imagine is undoubtedly defined by how much you can learn during your life. Successful people are in constant learning. You need to have this burning desire within you, this desire to grow every day, and recognize that every second of your life matters. And nowadays, with these financial education materials, it's totally possible to get rich from a minimum wage. It all depends on your mental ability to turn your bad habits.